Hello there. Failure is not an option. That was a phrase used in the movie Apollo 13. Laura Pantello, Gentle Touch Electrolysis, shared a line similar to that when she opened a coffee hour for the Liverpool Chamber, where I'm one of the co hosts. Laura opened a business during the pandemic. Then she had to close the business. If I didn't know Laura, you said to me, "What do you think of that?" I say, "That was pretty stupid. That's pretty careless to do that." But I do know Laura, and it wasn't careless and it wasn't stupid because she'd done her homework. Laura shared with us in that talk the keys, if you will, the keys you and I look for in business, things to help grow our business, increase our sales, and connect with our customers. She shared with us four key points why she opened that business. She talked first about the Goliath she faced. See, Laura is in the hair removal business, and laser hair removal is huge. In fact, her business she was surrounded by laser hair removal businesses. Laser's been in the business a long time. Laser hair removal, if you will, was the Goliath. It was the huge monster, just like you face huge competitors, don't you? Sure you do. And that can be scary and it can make us uncertain of how to handle them. But what Laura did, she studied laser hair removal. And she found there were negatives. There were weaknesses to it. Number one, it's not permanent in most cases. She had a permanent option to offer her customers. She studied laser hair removal, everything about it. And again, those weaknesses, she used that to her advantage. She exploited those weaknesses. What about your competitors? Are you looking at them and have you mapped out the advantages you have over those competitors? You need to do that. That's a huge advantage to you. Laura did, and it worked for her. You need to become the expert in your field. When Laura put on her coffee talk, I was amazed at the knowledge she knew about hair removal, the positives, the negatives, the impact to your skin, the impact to the person. She became the expert. She found all those pains that the customer had, the gains they were looking for, and the obstacles that kept them from calling her. She helped resolve all those things and offered solution to their problem of wanting to get rid of the hair removal. She used that information as the expert in all of her communication with her potential clients and her clients. You become the expert in your field. Know everything you can about what questions are those potential customers and customers going to ask you. Have those answers ahead of time. That's what Laura said she did. She didn't want to have to call somebody up to get an answer. She found those answers out, wrote them down, studied them. Then when people brought up questions, she had those answers. She became the expert. You become the expert too. The next thing Laura did, she made a decision guide. She structured a decision guide of all the negatives and the positives with her business or with all of her competitors. She put this into a PDF downloadable sheet for them on her website, had a big sign produced in her office, had another layout, a map of this on her flyers. She shared that information so that she helped the potential customer and the customer make a decision based on all this information they were going to look up anyways, so they didn't have to look it up. She was honest and upfront, the negatives, the weaknesses, and what she does, and also of the competitors. All in, if you will, a blueprint for that customer to take all the questions out of it, all the uncertainty out of it. You make a decision guide too for your customers so that when they look at that, it helps move them to do business with you. The fourth part of what Laura shared with us, make friends, not just customers. She used this in her onboarding process. Even in the initial phone calls, she found out her family of them, their family, their friends, their hobbies. What outcome were they looking for? She wrote everything down. She kept track of it. All of her communication with that individual, that person, she would touch on those things. As they came to her office for their visits, she would have that available to look at so she would remember about them. She loves people. You need to love your customer too. By doing that, she built a deeper engagement with her customers so that they love her. They tell others about her. So not only does she build loyalty with them so they don't go someplace else that has a cheaper price, but they give her referrals. You can do all these things. The last thing she did, she really loved her customer. She showed that love by caring about them, showing them that she cared about them. And by doing that, that they cared about her. Take all of this into account. Check me out on LinkedIn, connect with me so you can see my blogs. If this is helpful to you, please comment, share. Send me a note, something else you want to learn about. If you'd like a free half hour, I'll give you a free half hour, if you will, of coaching. No cost to you. Contact me on my website. You can go on my calendar. You can book a meeting with me. It's free. Or send me a text. I like to help you. I want you to believe in yourself. You're worth it. Business isn't easy. It's tough, especially with this pandemic. It doesn't mean you can't make a difference. If Laura Pantanal can open a business in a crisis, worst time to do it, and not only fill her calendar with customers, but her cash register with money, she's making a positive impact on her customers and in her own life. You can do it too. Thanks for watching. Believe in yourself.